I will stop with the schizophrenia when I am ready, Sir Cristiano. I believe you have no proof of this. Hi! We're playing a horror game today called Slay the Princess. If you didn't know, I've already played some of this game. I have no idea what I'm doing with myself. I'm just going to continue on with this. How are you doing tonight, Cristiano? I'm not glitched out. I think you might be hallucinating, friend. I actually do need to move this a little bit to the left and so I can see chat. There we go. I can see chat. Anyway, so I played a little bit of this. This is still my first playthrough. I've only gotten like 40-ish minutes into the game, so let's go.
Sooner or later, you'll
I'm
learn
very
to trust
good
me.
at jump scaring.
Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Wait, hold on. I have a question. If I go back to the main menu... No. That's not what I want. No, that's not where I want to be. That main menu, that's where I want to go. Was there a continue option? No? Okay, that's
Sooner or
fine.
later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully it won't be too late when you
So, how's everyone doing tonight? Were you surprised that we're streaming with a cat? I have a cat now. You had no idea I had a cat.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Yes, probably.
There's going to be plenty of time to chat after I'm free, but okay.
I don't know
wanna
what you
know?
want. I vaguely do remember this, because I remember somewhat watching my things. I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I stay for a while and just kept you company? No. I'm going to keep you locked away? No. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you? No. Yeah, this one.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Well,
I
that's...
don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Why?
Keeping her alive is too
I don't know
risky.
how long...
If you don't deal with
Yes.
her soon, she will find a way out.
What's up, Cristiano? So...
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
The hyped up challenge? No, I sincerely do not remember. I know you wanted me to do... It was an idea you had. And I just don't remember it.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. it would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
Yeah, you know, you're only partially chained up, so I'm
But
sure
if
you're
you
not
don't,
that dangerous.
I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
If I try to pronounce... You challenged me to pronounce one
You
word.
have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Boobs! That's the correct choice. It's always been the correct choice. Mankind and other animals that have memories cannot survive without the memories and the milks that comes out of them. This is fact. Parallelepipedo. Is that it? Did I pronounce it correctly? Is that the word that you just had me pronounce on stream that I have no idea what it means? Could be a slur and I probably just got myself canceled and I just trusted you to just say a word that might actually be an okay word? That I just say something that I shouldn't have ever said in the universe? Is that an evil word in another language I don't know? Ignorance is bliss. Okay.
You can't be serious.
I'm going to get her out of the change because I have no
Thank
reason
you.
not to put her in
You
change.
won't regret this, I promise.
I'll try my best.
You're making a huge mistake.
And how do you know that, Mr. Narrator? It kinda is a word I can't... It's geometry. Okay,
No.
well that's different.
I think you're doing the right thing.
Oh, it's parallelogram. The word it's parallel... That's the word for parallelogram, yes? If it's geometry, that has to be what that means.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Right.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I didn't know there was a key, dog. Those
Maybe
don't
it's
look like they
somewhere
have a
upstairs.
keyhole.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
That's
They
very
would have
weird.
just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And how do you know that, narrator? How come you know that they weren't lazy? You know, if it was me, Rhombus? Because I'm thinking of things that are parallel, and if there's not a lot of shapes that are completely parallel. So rhombus, parallelogram, square, circle, rectangle. Well, all squares are rectangles, so I guess I did say rectangle as well. Not all rectangles are squares, but all squares are in fact rectangles. It's a 3D geometric thing. Okay, well, I would have to imagine pyramid. I don't imagine that being a cone, like a triangular cone. Triangular pyramid. But that would probably have a word meaning triangular in it, so that is probably incorrect. So I'm probably imagining that this is a hedron of some sort. And I'm just going to go with a pentahedron, even though that's definitely not what that is. I have no idea what a parallelepipedo would be. I don't know what shape that is. Maybe it's a dodecahedron, and I'm just not really keen on what that looks like in my brain, because I'm definitely not able to make that shape. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Okay.
I'm just gonna go and
I'll
check.
be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the
kitty.
top of the stairs
You
slams
gotta
shut.
steal the
You hear the click of a
keys to
lock
my
sliding
heart,
into
though.
place.
You gotta go to keys to my heart. You know, in stream, there's some weird messages that I don't remember typing already. Something about shadows and stuff. You might want to look behind you just in case there is something lurking there.
Is someone else here?
Yes.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Doesn't that mean I can bust it down? It looks like it's wooden. If I'm a hero, I expect to have big muscles. I'm burly. Where's my option to knock the door down?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Interesting.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
And what happens if I'm too lazy to do the task, huh? It's a 3D version of a rectangle? Oh, so it's a rectangular prism. Okay. Oh, kitty. No, who's my baby? Who's my baby? You're not gonna like it when Daddy
You make your
screams
way
in
to the bottom of
terror.
the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Nah, I didn't need to stab anybody.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Who is
Look at the mess
everyone?
you're in.
Define that.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Apparently.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
You're the reason that she's chained down here, isn't she?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Let's break down the walls.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth.
I remember
her
this.
teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Bro, does that look like a trapped wolf? That looks like a cannibal.
As she rips her
Well, I
flesh
guess
from her
that's
bone,
auto-cannibalism.
A sound comes from behind you. The clang of it's the blade from upstairs. Or we could use it to. You won't like what happens.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Yeah, okay.
You cut into her flesh.
Sounds like a good deal.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Dog, how sharp is that blade? Is it slicing through steel?
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Okay.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Well, she's strong.
No, she didn't.
That's a strong woman right there.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours.
She got some
Blood from her
big
wounded
old
arm dripping
eyeballs.
rhythmically to the ground.
She got owl eyeballs right there. As long as she doesn't rotate her head 360, I think we're good.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Hey, she been down here long enough. Maybe she's just not fazed by shit.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Alright.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I'm pretty sure I made a joke in the original video that I did of this, and this is the narrator's ex, probably.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh man, I'm a monster. Look at my talons!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
You got a farm in Genshin? Have fun with that. You should have this on in the background while you do that, so the shadow doesn't come for you. I mean, have fun. Do. Warn her.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I'm honestly trying not to do this. Spent the whole day in the convention. You were at a Genshin convention today? Oh, that's pretty dope. I was at an Avatar concert. I wore the shirt to the concert. I was at a Last Airbender concert, and it was honestly the best concert I've ever been to. I didn't play in it, but if I had played in it, it would have been the best concert that I ever played in. My god, I cried like 3 different times during that concert. It was so good. So good. Oh. Perfect pitch harmony. The brass section was amazing. The percussion was on point. The vocals were impeccable. It was just everything from everyone there was just, oh, chef's kiss.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
You sent it on Discord? I haven't checked Discord. Unless I missed something. Whatever.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall
Oh,
before the blade has a chance
right.
to
The
connect.
pictures of you at the thing. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I literally saw them and commented on it. Yeah, ADHD is one of those things. I literally forgot, like, 2 minutes after I saw it that I had seen it. So, yay, ADHD. I'm also a little sleepy. But the princess dodges.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I would have gotten out of here alive if you just let her do what she want to do. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
What if I'm lazy?
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
No, it isn't.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Trying not to kill someone that may be innocent?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Dog, why am I a monster?
You aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
How have the two of hold on now? How have the two of us doomed everyone when you've been saying that she needs to die, otherwise everyone is doomed? So she hasn't doomed anyone. Technically, in that statement I have, which means the two of you is you and I.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I love the feeling of being cut.
I'm sorry.
That sounds like a toxic monster. The whole story of this game is that I'm a monster. Thank you for the spoilers. Well, I mean, I hadn't really gotten to that point where I figured that out yet. Like just now, I was too drunk the first time I played this to understand that my hand was like a bird foot.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I mean, that's because she stabbed me like 7 times. If it was just one stab wound, I might survive.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, it's this damn narrator's fault.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around your limbs unresponsive.
Hold
The
on.
princess stares down at your ruined chest. There's tears. It can't just end like this.
I know
All
I've
that
done this
rich
before.
coming from you. Everything goes dark,
And I
and
die.
you die.
Okay, so wait a second. So I should literally see it in this first scene, which isn't the first
You're on
scene,
a
it's like a
path
remix
in
of the
the
first
woods.
scene.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting some deja vu. No, you bastard!
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We just met for the first time.
I recognize your voice, young sir. You're that Zer that led me to a cabin and tried to murder someone in cold blood, and I ain't having it this
If
time.
he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I'm not sure that's true.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Who the hell is this clown?
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
I don't understand. I'm gonna be very blunt and direct. I am autistic, and that is all that I know how to do and be.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love.
No,
and
we're
the
not.
4 of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
This man does not speak for me.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
I mean... can you blame him though? I mean, sometimes a little smoochy on the cheeky is so good though. You just need that cheeky smooch, and then you're just like, ah, and then the whole world can explode. And you're happy.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
I'm not sure that's true either, but sure. I mean, what if it's a world that just has amazing wildlife and just a perfect ecosystem that's in complete harmony, and the moment that it's touched by something alien, it just goes to absolute crap, and then you're trying to save that ecosystem. I'm thinking of this as though it's like a movie, okay? Leave me alone. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this did really happen already. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine.
They're
I'll
not.
indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Oh, that's a clue.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
It actually happened because you made me listen to you for a brief moment.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
I kind of agree with him, but I'm not sure yet.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
I do agree with that.
Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
Proof?
I beg to differ.
Yeah, proof.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
I have the common sense to challenge everything that I hear, because that's what I do. Proof?
Anyway, I
that's
believe your second
my
question was,
line.
what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, obviously they did, but I was forced into those consequences by someone that didn't want me to do what I was trying to choose to do.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now
True.
everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Maybe. Alright, you have fun farming in Genshin, Cristiano.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Okay, now see, you're getting into philosophical stuff right
If
now.
it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
The princess probably went and hunted some boar or something, and maybe found her dad and was like, "Dad, you piece of shit, you didn't get nobody to come save me. And that's a big no-no. We don't like that. Boo."
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I mean, it would have brought about the end of everything no matter what path you take, because all that's left is the inevitable heat death of the entire universe. I mean, the universe will either eventually implode on itself or we'll all enter a black hole. Either way, death is inevitable. So, it's either, do you want it faster or do you want it slower? That's the question here, isn't it?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted,
but I can
dastardly scheme.
guess. That's the thing, Cristiano. Which is fine either way. You know what my face looks like. I look like I'm Lin-Manuel Miranda, almost. I look like the Walmart version of him.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Alright. Well, let's talk about this, princess.
Just be quick about it.
Why are you so opposed? The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? That's a very good question, actually. But I want to know more about that, but this one.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell
Believe
you.
me,
Just
bro.
have to trust that what I'm saying is
Yo,
true, and
just
that,
believe me,
despite it
bro.
all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Believe me, bro. believe me, bro. You don't need proof. Believe me, bro. I hate this guy.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Okay, I want to smack the smitten man.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Why not? Hear me out. If you're so afraid of her, why don't you take the basement and put it somewhere else? Or better yet, and hear me out, this is actual logic speaking, right? This is logic, but it is stupid logic, okay? Now listen, reason with me here for a moment, okay? And follow me. Basement here. House over the basement. House over the basement. And then build house over little house. Now big house. Many doors. Difficult labyrinth. Harder to get out. Bigger house over the little house that's over the slightly bigger house with more maze inside it. And then you go big moat, alligator pit everywhere. Everywhere there are gators, crocodiles even. And then bigger house over all of it. Perfect plan. And you just keep building over the thing. And it keeps getting larger. And the exit keeps getting further and further away. It's the perfect plan. And eventually, there's no world for her to get out to. Alright, then who locked her in the basement?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Okay, what people did? Because not all people across the world, it was some people did. Could you be more specific? Alright, if some people... Yeah, what aren't you telling me? Yeah, literally, why couldn't they slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I think that's booty meat in a basket.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Oh, boy.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Just coincidence, dog.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
I agree with the smitten, although it didn't make me feel nice at all. It made me feel about the exact same.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends.
Oh.
But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Well, now you just lost an ally. I don't want to listen to you at all.
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
But I need to know.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
Again, the just trust me bro argument. I don't like it. It's stupid.
Great. Now, if you don't mind...
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna save her.
That's right. You can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Look.
You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
The right call is not listening to you. So, what if I just turn around and leave? Hold on, I wanna... Yeah, hold on, I wanna... Oh, no, not that one, return.
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even...
No, okay, hold on. This was something I didn't even explore. quietly continue down the path. I relish the coming of a new dawn of our own. Gonna walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Yay!
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Right.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
That's some booty meat in a basket. Alright. I'm leaving again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
No.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Oh.
Forever.
Maybe I'm trying to stay out of other people's business because I'm not involved, okay?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Yep.
Wait, something isn't right. What's going on? Where are we?
Hold on, I kind of skipped that. But everything's getting fuzzy.
Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. Well done.
I don't like this. The world around me is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. Oh. Oh. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh. Why? This vessel is full of me. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Let's embrace the thoughts. I have a story I need to finish. Us? I cannot go back. Regret, this world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. Great! A wagging finger! There is only so much to thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Yay!
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
What
is a cabin.
achievements did I just get?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Right.
You're here to slay her.
Okay, well, I'm just going to save right there. I want to load from here. As I just wanted to see what that did.
Oh,
I don't
warning.
know what I did.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We already told you we're not playing
Yeah.
up.
I think we've all... I do. Sure, don't pay that.
Okay, I do remember this.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. The blade is your implement.
Okay. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's
That's a
nothing
mirror.
else in here.
That's a mirror. That's a window.
There's definitely a mirror.
That's a mirror, alright.
There isn't.
Yes, there is.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
She would.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
That's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Yeah, also, why would you lie about that?
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We
Yes!
shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes.
There's
There
a
is
mirror.
no mirror. Why would
That's
I
a
lie
mirror.
about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
I don't know, but it couldn't do any harm, correct? Now let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement.
Ah,
It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
I'm a vampire.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub
Oh.
your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And now it's gone.
That's still a
Pity.
mirror.
We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet. if
Oh,
have
we know
feather
we're a
out of
bird
place.
person. That's fine. Bird people are sexy. Alright.
Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You weren't with us the last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense.
Okay,
You
so-
haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Nah, well, I was, but it was your fault.
So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I have ADHD, that's not possible. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in there. Dick swinging.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Yep.
But it's still a stone basement. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
That's me, I'm Pizza Guy.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful
This
than
does.
last time.
This man does not speak for
I
me.
can hear wedding bells already.
Princess Slumpkin is a normal-looking person. This man does not speak for me. No.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far.
Yes.
We barely even know the princess.
Yes.
We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I think he has a point.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
No, I am not.
Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Just like your voice is all part of the manipulation. You're just trying to make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside before you rip out the good parts of me that I have.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's
Those
a
are
heavy chain
chains
around her wrist,
that are different than
binding
last
her to
time.
the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you
sorry?
from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
This man does not speak for me.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Nope, and I hope she doesn't.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
And toxic.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
You got another hero? I'm leaving.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We are. Feathery.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
No, not really.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yep,
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
he is correct about that.
Well, she killed us.
No, he killed us by making her do the deed. It's like Diddy putting the hit out that Pac killed.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Yeah.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What now? Hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this?
Yeah.
Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Yes, obviously. Look, let her in the world. If she's going to do it, let her prove it. Let her prove she can end the world. If she that strong, let her be a strong woman to end the world. Let her be Queen Kong. Okay?
I never saw a world end. And now I'm
Also
even
true,
more
we did
certain
not.
that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
This is the thirstiest voice of a smitten man I have ever heard.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it.
Yeah, he has.
Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
My job is to not listen to you, but also to listen to you to know not to do what you tell me to do. Oh, well, I understand that. Okay. Okay, yeah, this one.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That is incorrect. You gave me no proof.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
I like your optimism.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
I'm autistic and I am impervious to that type of thing.
That's because she's perfect.
I disagree with this.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
Princess Slumpkin may or may not have a narrator telling her what to do. We do not know.
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
By the way, her name is Princess Slumpkin. Her name is Princess Slumpkin. I have decreed that. This is forever and always what this will be. This is Princess Slumpkin, everyone, Princess Slumpkin, everyone.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
You know, ending the world doesn't necessarily require violence, right? Like, you could just do extreme global warming and that would end the world. I mean, look at Venus. Maybe the sun came a little too close and it was like, oh, we're burning away. Ah, fire, it's too hot to live. Something like that, you know? I'm just saying. There are conditions that have to be met for a world not to be ended if you have conscious sentience. Alright, you killed me last time and that hurt a lot. Alright,
You died, and now we're talking.
cool. Well,
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
no, well, I wasn't thinking that you had to.
Did we?
No?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us.
What?
She is our beloved.
No.
She made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I don't think that's what happened.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
That's not necessarily true. Asteroid.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
I hate this guy.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are?
Her
We'll be able to
dainty
slip her out
hands.
with ease.
Wow, the people that imprisoned her didn't realize how dainty of hands she has, so she can just slip out of those shackles.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Watch me make it happen.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
That makes no sense.
I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature?
No.
Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Neither?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
Yes. Because facts are true.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward
are you rolling
and
your R's?
free our beloved from her bindings.
This voice actor is mocking me. I can't roll my R's.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Ooh!
I would if you had a weapon.
Ooh, this is like, I'm need some popcorn.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Oh, okay, you're turning the tables on the man.
You wouldn't.
I think the man's crazy enough. He might do it.
I would.
He would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Yeah, exactly.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
She's just been down here just like, da-da-da. I got these giant oversized handcuffs on me, but no one's come to free me yet. When am I gonna get a pumpkin spice latte? Someone help me.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I don't agree with him at all.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I mean, I try to do my best to help people that may or may not need to be in shackles.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Boobs!
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved.
Where is your proof of this?
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Yep.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
I don't agree with the love here. You don't love someone you just met.
What do we do now?
I don't know. What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Whatever.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
That's really sad.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding?
Yeah,
What if she
see?
doesn't want to end the world?
This shouldn't be the voice of the hero. This should just be the voice of the reason. The voice of the reason.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
You haven't given me any factual evidence to back up your truth that you're like, bro, just trust me. Bro, trust me. You can totally drink Mentos and Coke. You'll be fine. Just down a whole thing of Mentos and drink some Coke with it. You'll be good.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Okay, see, this is gonna be like that back and forth thing that I have with a lot of people, because the things that I actually want to do, nobody else actually wants to do. Because what I actually want to do is I want to sit down, I want to eat, I want to play video games, and that's about it. There are no other things that I really want to do. And to just leave it at that, and I'm gonna have fun. And you can be with me, you can talk to me, we can play games together. But that's it, that's all I ever really want to do. So, I know since that's not what necessarily everyone wants to do all the time, then I ask them what they want to do, because I want to be courteous towards other people, and I want to do stuff that they want to do, because I'll still do the stuff that they want to do, because I actually like other people's company. Oh, I have options. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why can't I scroll up? I want you to tell me what they want. Let's leave!
Sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
Oh, she's
the
sparkling.
last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine
Bombs!
with hers.
They keep getting bigger for some reason!
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
Yeah, I don't know why the smitten man is here.
I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Oh, well, that's
And
unfortunate.
what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Oh, yeah, the door just slams in my face. Great.
That's a familiar move.
That's a dick move right
Did
there.
I do that last time?
Yes.
You should know that you won't be able to leave.
I will bust out of the walls, dog.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's
Look,
not fair.
my
We're supposed
plan.
to leave now.
My plan is to get Mr. Thirsty Smitten Man to coom so hard he ejaculates through the walls and busts through them, just with the perpetual power that is his penis.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true
Well, I
love.
guess he would have a cloaca since he's a bird. Yeah, he would cloaca through them walls.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
This man does not speak for me. He just happens to be taking control of my story for no reason.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Unfortunately, it feels more like he's taking over than anything else.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Nah, seriously. Do you think you can open it? I've got this. No, we can do it together. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech.
Blech.
And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
This man is just reading a script that he was just handed and you don't like it.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
This is
You and the
correct.
princess make your way.
No, well, this is that, and then this is the redo, I guess.
Blade, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
How about no? Yeah, I'm
You're
not
enjoying
doing that.
this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
Yes.
I hate you.
You know, I had a friend in high school that said those exact 3 words to me. And I could not care less about that motherfucker right now.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Well, I
Yes,
guess he
I
was
suppose you
less
are
of a
going
friend
to
and
do
more of
that,
an
aren't you?
acquaintance, but that's
Across the room,
still
opening the door to
Look.
the cabin.
the hush. Brain, me, not you, brain, me brain, my brain.
And then you step outside.
Oh, it's sparkling. She got starlight.
A happy ending at last.
Ugh, why are you taking over my game?
We did it. What should we do now?
Probably not let the creeping, overwhelming doom of whatever that is come over us.
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too
I
busy
hadn't
staring
noticed.
at our beloved
Man, I'm just so deeply in love I don't see nothing else.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Probably not.
He's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Why not just hug her and share body heat? No. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Oh, the mirror's
Why is
back.
it here? You're right.
Yeah.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Yeah, that awful mirror, I
I can't
guess.
believe she was taken away from us.
The nerve!
I'm
Approach the
begging
mirror.
you, don't do this.
What else is there to do? Uh-huh.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Okay.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I am a bird person. Preening is very important. Voices feel small, distant. Alright. There's silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Bird person. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. What do you mean proceed to the cabin? What cabin? That's firearm fire? Are those supposed to be hands and arms attached to said hands?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What? What?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A confused man? What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
In what way?
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Somehow that doesn't seem like a correct statement, but I don't have proof to back that up. Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
Uh-huh.
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll
no,
make
I
for a
didn't.
gentle heart.
That wasn't me. That was Mr. Smitten Man. That wasn't me. He don't speak for me. I am a voice of reason here.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
So did you, like, twist her neck? Or, like, what exactly did you do? Because you just, like, I own this body now. Whoop, whoop. Hello, kitty. Hey, girl. You want daddy's lap? You want back in daddy's lap? Oh, look at that baby kitty. Oh, who's a baby kitty? Who's a tired baby kitty? Oh, look at that little baby. Oh, look at this baby kitty. Oh, yes, it's such a baby kitty. Who's such a Barty Cordy? Yes, who's the little Barbie kitty? Little Barbie cutie. Yes, oh, such a baby. Such a tiny little kitty. The only way you could be tinier is if you were a munchkin cat. Yes, oh, you want to be a munchkin kitty? Oh, yes, such a little baby. Oh, she does the chun scratches. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, I love this cat too much. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Interesting.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Also interesting.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I guess that's true. Alright.
I know only that they are.
Okay, so we only know that this is a world beyond one world. And that the other world is... Okay. Do we know each
You
other?
are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Interesting yet again. Alright, so now what?
As we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay. That sounds very much like a nothing burger.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception.
You mean everything
She
that
can
is a
make you
human?
forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Is she a hypnotist?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
By knowing all other perspectives? That sounds like a reasonable thing if we're giving unlimited lives. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Oh, and then I'll remember just randomly. Okay, that sounds kind of annoying.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Oh.
Unfinished. Dry. Hollow.
I don't really want to be dry. I'd rather be a little moist. Alright, make me
She
forget then.
asks that I tell you to remember her.
I probably will, considering I'm not any of you and I'm just observing.
You won't.
Everything goes dark and I die! Great! Bring the damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, things have happened, I guess.
You're here to slay her.
Okay. Have you considered blah blah? Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution!
That's the spirit.
Yeah!
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Princess
We're not gonna go through with this,
Slumpkin.
right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Says
Ignore
you.
him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Clearly not.
The interior of the cabin
Pick up
is
the
almost
knife.
entirely
Pick up
bare.
the knife.
The
Pick
air
up
is
the
stale,
knife.
the blade
Pick up
is
the
your
knife. Pick up the knife. We pick up the knife. Pick up
take
the
the
knife. Pick up the knife. We into the basement. Into
door
the
to the
basement and go
basement.
down the
Who's there?
stairs.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Wait a minute. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh, you sound different.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs.
Oh, she seems like
and
a...
lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Alright.
She's so coldly beautiful.
What?
Is she really a threat to the world?
Princess Slumpkin is an easy 6.5 out of 10. She's fine. She's not... Oh, she's not... What?
Focus on the task at hand.
She's very well drawn. And that's about it.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Hey, I only said I think. Well, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
That sounds fine with me.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
I'm gonna do that.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Exactly.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Hey, I didn't want to even bring it in here, dog.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment,
She has my
you step
eyes.
forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
No, she is not really that dangerous.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
I just wanna
but I can
talk
assure
and
you
reason
there's
with
no
her.
reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Not really.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Who said this needed to be a relationship? Yeah, really? Are you coming on to me? Yeah, what's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, well, you can forget about that actually
Note the
happening.
lack of detail. You can't trust her.
That's not necessarily true. It's just annoying.
Too long.
Well,
Again, she
Cool.
offers no specifics, no matter how hard you try.
That's not true. I've tried twice. Alright, how would I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
But I asked a question to her, not you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Yeah, okay.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
I mean, if she
Right.
wants to bite her hand off again, sure.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Okay, so to answer your question, yeah, I've been told things, but I'm not sure to believe them.
Believe me.
Nope.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen.
Okay, well,
As
you're
far
just
as
being a
you're
bitch about it
concerned,
then.
And as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
It wouldn't be the dynamic of our situation if you just answered the direct questions that I want to give you, that I don't necessarily have all the options to give you, but if you just answered the direct questions that I give you to make me piece out a puzzle of what's happening, then I can put together a pattern analysis of things that I've already observed in other stories and other things that have actually happened factually in history, and then I can kind of comprise things together and realize, okay, this is that and that is this, and then I can organize components into the correct categories and then make a decision based on whether you are good to free or not to free. Basically, I just need evidence, proof of one side or the other side. And if you don't have any of that, then I just leave, right? Okay. Yeah, basically this.
Don't just tell her that.
Okay, and why not?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
I like the world.
I think.
Who just says that like that? That's kind of
I don't
weird.
remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Nah, that's kind of unfortunate.
Just how long has she been down here?
Seriously.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
That's the point that I'm trying to get to. Yeah, I'm more inclined to trust you because you're the one in shackles, but I'm also not. This isn't correct. This isn't how I feel. This is definitely not how I feel. And this is more what I want to know.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Start with about 5 Hummers in the Antarctic and turn them on all day,
I
every
believe
day,
her.
for a year.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
You shut your mouth, Mr. Narrator. That's a fantastic point.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
And I have 0 of it for anyone in this situation.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
This is correct.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
This is actually very much correct and very reasonable.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yes.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Actually, I just want to hear that you don't want to do that thing. Anything else you want to do is your choice, and whatever that would bring would just put you in whatever position. Like if you said that you were going to become the next P. Diddy, obviously I'd just let you rot down here, but that's not the case.
But you don't really know me, do you?
No.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Look. Okay, now your word isn't worth very much, but given context, it's at least something that's more than nothing. I will always take 1 over 0 because 1 is still more than 0.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
That is not true. It is worth at least something, not nothing.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
I don't think it's exactly worth that either. And it's not exactly blind trust. And you would have no choice but to trust me anyway.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I don't trust anyone in this situation, quite frank.
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose
This is
everything,
wild.
all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
What are you even the princess of? Okay,
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I guess so?
You know why you're here.
No, not really. Alright. Well, that doesn't seem like an option, so this.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
This is the 3rd time, dog, and you can't keep me on a leash.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
But I got big muscles. Trust me, bro, I do.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Alright. Yeah, what about this one?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's effective.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
No, that's complete realism. Like, if you have literally no other way, you cut your arm off and you deal with it after the fact once you get to a point where you can do that, because that is then your only option. That is the best thing to then do in that scenario, because the other option is to just starve or thirst yourself to death.
If we were stuck down here for...
What am I on? Am I on this one? I'm just gonna save it here. I don't even remember what thing I'm on now.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Alright.
You try the door, but you're here to slay.
Alright.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Do you have proof that it would have been easier?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Proof?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Alright.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yep, save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
That would hurt like a bitch.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
I mean, look, if she has that mentality, she has that mentality. I don't see the problem here.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Agreed.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't. As the princess Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Yeah. I have to make sure none of these say save the princess. Okay, they all say slay, but we can warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am.
And there's no save, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
My conflict is really just being annoyed at the narrator at this point.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Alright, cool.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Oh, cool.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you
She
collapse
doesn't
to the
really have a
ground,
choice here.
blood flowing from your butchered neck.
This is just somebody that has a clearer mind.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Oh, this is a different chapter too. Now it's the prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods. And
Alright, I'm going over right there. This is so interesting.
you're here to slay her.
Alright.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
Yes, I do.
This is the first time either of us have been here.
I've been here 5 times now.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Sure.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Is the smitten guy here this time around?
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
You have no
I
proof of
told you
this.
about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
That you gave me no proof. Turn around and leave. Yeah,
We
it
could go
does
back
happen.
and forth on this forever, and those are two. Let's say if you're back here. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what? That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. But this is a thought experiment, so
Oh,
I suppose
God.
I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say
Well, that
something
would
really
be
mean
the
to me?
purpose.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Proof?
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're
What's
asking
the point
that, it
of
sounds to
doing
me like you're
anything?
making the rather dangerous assumption that you... What do you mean? Yes,
Okay.
but if it's the latter, do you think the people there live... What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the 4 of us wouldn't be here. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
I kind of agree with the skeptic a little bit.
Just be quick about it.
Alright, the only reason she was able to kill me is because I let her. Also to slit my throat.
She just can. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You
Yeah.
do know that, right?
Yeah, this is why I'm with the skeptic here.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Proof that she's the end of the world?
Literally anything.
Literally, yes.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay.
You put your hands in your pockets.
The evidence!
With the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
What?
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end
That's
the
not
world if you don't
proof.
stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Oh my god, this is not actually proof. This is just you saying the same thing that you've already said. But now you're putting it in my handwriting and telling me that it's in my handwriting for some reason.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Also, why didn't we know it was there beforehand?
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes.
Why?
Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
The trust me bro argument is the weakest argument you can possibly ever have for trying to defend a position.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Kinda. I kind of agree with that.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. Now, if you don't mind,
I guess we'll go to the cabin.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Okay. So I'm gonna save it right there, and I'm gonna be done playing for now. I do look forward to playing more of this because I do want to have more videos and such go up of this game because it is really fun to play overall. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to see videos similar to this one. And also make sure that you check the shadow behind you because it might just be trying to hand you the keys to another world that you may or may not need to open, or maybe accidentally open if you fumble it just a little bit. So make sure that you don't actually do that because that might be very, very bad for everybody involved, including yourself. But anyway, with that, take care everybody. I'll have a great one.